Hi and welcome to another round of the 5 digital item swap. This swap is a collaboration with Ronda Winstead and 49 Dragonflies. My name is Luisa Heinzel and today I have to use the sheet that Ronda has given to us. I have printed that out here, and as you can see, my printer did some really weird things. So it printed this. You know, you can't read this, but that doesn't matter. Of course, the original sheet is in the right direction so that you can read the instructions. Obviously, something really weird is going on with Ronda's sheet that I have to use today, because this is already my second try on doing this. So this is the second video that I'm recording because my first try on doing this challenge totally failed. So I'm hoping that this is not some kind of karma or something like that. And I'm hoping that I today can get a result that I'm satisfied with. So what do you have to do if you want to join this challenge? You can download this sheet, of course with the instructions in the right direction, as a freebie. You can find the link down below this video. So Ronda has given this to us as a freebie, and then you can download that and join this challenge following the instructions. And of course I have the instructions here in the right direction so that we can read them together, so that you can read and know what you have to do. And of course I need that today as well, because I know I have to know what I have to do. So you can find next to my video here 2 other videos today on YouTube, one on Ronda's channel and one on Barbara's channel. I will link them down below in the description box as well, because of course not only Ronda has made such a freebie sheet for you, but Barbara and we did the same, and you can download those below the other videos, and you can of course watch what the other both have done. So as you can see, I have printed these things here out in different colors. So the color palette of Ronda's sheet is this here. So these are the original colors. As you can see, these beautiful greenish and turquoise-ish colors here on the bottom and also in this picture. And she has some really vintage seashells here on the top that we have to use. And while I did my first try on this, do you want to see that? I mean, I don't know if I can show that to you because you will laugh at me. But I think I will show you that. So this is my first try. Please look at that for a second and you will see that the colors don't match each other. I'm totally not happy with this. But I want to follow my main idea behind that. And so I have tried to print some of the images in black and white. As you can see, some of the seashells I have already cut out. So I have all of the seashells, oh my goodness, what a word, in black and white. I want to color them a little bit different, and I want to try something out that I think works better on a black and white scale than, I mean the color scale, than on a already colored paper. And I also would like to show you that you can use those freebie sheets if you only have a black and white printer. I know that many of you don't have access to a printer that can print in color, so you will see, hopefully, if this will be successful today, that you can also use black and white prints to create a beautiful spread in your journal. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so what shall we do and what are we allowed to use? Ronda has given us some instructions so that the challenge is a little bit more difficult. And you have to read this and then you have to follow these instructions to fulfill the challenge. So let's see. We shall create something that has an ocean theme. Okay, so that's no problem. The seashells count as one item. You must use them all. That means we have to use all of these seashells here on the top. So let me show you here. That are these 4 here. We have to use them all. You may use the digitals more than once. So that means you can print out the sheet as often as you want or as you need them. As you can see, I have more than one of the same seashells, and that's necessary for my idea. So you can do that as well if you want. You must include circles in some way. For that, I have this little circle here. I have cut that out with a die cut, and then yeah, I had this here. If you don't have a die cut like this, you can of course also take two round shaped elements and then place them, trace the shape and then cut them out. So I think making such a thing is not such a problem if you want to, for example, imitate my idea that I have here. You may not use coffee. That is a little bit sad, but no problem. But now it comes. Paint. You are not allowed to use paint, and she has made a little definition what that means. She has written, which includes watercolor, tube, bottle, crayons and markers. So that are the kinds of paint that we are not allowed to use, and we are not allowed to use tea in our work. So she says, here's an opportunity to think outside the box regarding color. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. That is really, really difficult for me, but we will do that. I think I found a way to do that. And she says additional items from your stash are okay that help you with the ocean theme. So that means we can take some things that we already have collected to fulfill this challenge and to make our work complete. And I have chosen this page here for today that I want to use. And my main colors for this project will be green, turquoise, what you can see in the turtles, the circle, and this little seagrass here. And I think that the contrast between these elements and the background is a little bit too heavy. So I have decided to mute the background down a little bit and to give it some color. And this color I want to reach with a napkin. Yeah, a napkin. This one here. So if you know my channel, you know that I'm not the napkin person. Okay, so next I would like to try something that I have never done before in this way, and especially without the help of this stamping platform, because I want to use a stamp and I want to try something that is normally made with the help of this stamping platform, where you can, you know, flip this lid and you can stamp on exactly the same position several times after each other. I have such a platform, but of course I can't put my journal into that platform. That wouldn't work, I guess. So if someone has an idea how that could work, please leave a comment. But I think I have to try that without the help of this platform. And for the stamping, I would like to use this bubble stamp here. So this is called Bubbles by Stampers Anonymous / Tim Holtz. And this is new and I have it, and I'm so happy that I have this stamp. And if this doesn't fit the ocean theme, I don't know what else could fit. Yeah, so I would like to try this out with some kind of special technique. Rhonda's instructions are saying we are not allowed to use paint, but there's nothing written that we are not allowed to use ink. So for me, ink is not paint. So that means I will use some ink. Distress oxide ink, brushed corduroy. and Uncharted Mariner. For this stamping technique, we are going to need a dry paper towel or something like that. Then I'm going to apply the brushed corduroy ink here. Then, with my dry paper towel in my hand, I will stamp. We take the dry paper towel now relatively quickly and smear that a little bit. I think I want to have a little bit of the oxide effect of the brushed corduroy ink, so I'm spritzing a little bit of water. I would say the struggle is real. I'm so afraid to use Uncharted Mariner now to stamp the second layer of this stamp, because I really like this neutral background, and in my head there is something that is not finished. I mean, I can't see a clear picture in front of my inner eye of what I have there, and I think that this turquoise-ish blue of Uncharted Mariner is too heavy for the second layer. So I've just changed my mind, and I think I will stamp the second layer with ground espresso archival ink. We have a background. So I'm trying to create a focal point out of the elements that Ronda has on her sheet. For that I'm trying, but I'm taking this circle here, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 7 of these turtles. And now I'm trying to place them around here. So I'm taking the first turtle like this, and then the second one, so this first one I've put with the head and the left arm here, or what is that, like so. The next one goes with the left arm in here over this one, so that we have something like this. And I will go on with the rest of the turtles in the same way, so that we have something like a turtle flower in the end. So Ronda has this really beautiful vintage picture here on her sheet with these 3 cute little girls. And I have a really big problem with this picture. I can't say that I don't like it. I like it, but because, I mean, I like vintage things, yeah. But this picture brings a really private and really embarrassing memory to my mind that I had in my own childhood. I don't want to talk about that in public, but I can't use this picture as it is, as a focal point or something like that, because this brings something to my heart that I don't want to have there. Yeah, so that is a piece of my past, and I don't want to have that in my journal that I have here on my desk. So I have thought about how I can use this picture, even if I can't use it as a focal point. And for that, I have decided to print that in black and white as well. You can see that here. And then I have cut out some snowflakes with the help of a die cut, because snowflakes always for me are some kind of ocean thingies. Do you know, these little creatures that are growing in the ocean? This is for me something like that, like little plants or something like that. So I want to include these snowflakes that are cut out from this image here somewhere into my mandala turtle flower. So before I cut these and include them into my arrangement here, I want to color these a little bit. And for that I'm using the Uncharted Mariner Distress Spray Stain. Okay, so I think I have to do something else first before I can decide where I want to put these. So to create a real focal point, I mean, I don't want to have it as this abstract flower here. I would like to include this cute little girl here. This comes from one of my own printables from my Etsy shop. This is the Fuzzy Cutting People Volume 2. I would like to include her into this flower somehow. I don't know what I want to do next, so I'm trying to go on with the other elements from Ronda's sheet that I have to use, so that I can see how this whole arrangement will look in the end. Okay, so I know that the most of you probably will not understand what I will do now, but I have to do it because otherwise this whole thing drives me crazy. I have made a really, really big mistake, I guess. These bubbles here on the top belong here, and this napkin has to go here, so that the page has a diagonal line, so that the bubbles are all on the bottom and this brown napkin is all on the top, so that the page is divided diagonal. Otherwise, this whole thing will never work for me, never. And at the moment, I could cry. So this is the second try that I am doing here to record this video to fulfill this challenge, and I can't live with that. And I don't know if you can imagine such feelings, but I have to do that. I'm sorry, but I have to tear out the page now and try to do something different with the background. I can't live with that. It's totally ugly for me, this whimsical collage here. I really like it, but the problem is that the background for me destroys everything, and I can't handle that. I mean, if you would look again at my first attempt on this, where is it now? I think it has gone. No, here it is. I mean, this is way more terrible. Yeah, this is way more terrible than this, but I have spent, I think, a week doing this. I mean, the first thing and this. And a week is definitely too long for being not satisfied with the end result. So I will try to tear that out and do something with it. And if you want to look at this, look at this. This is totally fine. And when I put this paper here, this makes totally sense to me. The bubbles here, the napkin here, then the bubbles are not too much on the top of this, because they are only here. Do you know what I mean? But, and when I look at this, it's okay as well. I can leave it, I can write something here or don't know, but this together is like you have put a puzzle together, but one piece is in the wrong direction, and then nothing makes sense here. Okay, so I think this is my page for today. This was definitely the hardest challenge I have ever done. Ronda, respect. Because normally I really like challenges. I really don't know if I still like this challenge because this was so hard to do. But thank you, of course, for your paper. And I'm hoping that this is okay, what I have created here now. I'm much happier with this half page and this little arrangement, what I've made here. So by the way, if you're missing the bird, here's here now. I couldn't live with this strange shape of the bird, of this actual bird. So I have solved the problem here like this. And of course, I'm hoping that this is okay. So Ronda also said we shall include some circles. So that brought me to the idea to cut the background like this and include these 3 circles here additionally to this one that we've used in the very beginning. And I think now the balance is a little bit better. This mistake with the bubbles you can't see anymore because you think, okay, this is the same background like this one here, and you wouldn't perhaps realize that something went wrong in the beginning if you haven't seen this video. So yeah, this is my page for today. I guess, shall we add a quote here? I think that would be nice. I mean, adding a quote can be not so difficult. I think I can't mess it up when I add a quote there. So let's see what we have here. So this says in German, wer sagt, dass ich dafür zu alt bin? That means, who says that I'm too old for this? And I think that this fits really well to this page. So I think that I want to put that here. And I think this gives this some kind of a bottom. So that's also the reason why I have searched for a black background where the quote is written on. Okay, so I think I will leave my page like it is. I don't know if I will come back later and change something, but that is something that you will never see because I will stop this video now and call this finished. So if you want to download this freebie or the other both freebies that we have for you in this challenge, and you want to create something with them, then please use the hashtag that you can see on the bottom of the screen, hashtag 5DigitalItemSwap. And don't forget to check out Ronda's and Barbara's video that they have uploaded today. The links are down below in the description box as well, so that you can directly click to them and watch them. I hope you liked that, even if it was a little bit chaotic, and hopefully we will see you the next time. See you, bye bye.